Okay, so hit a pretty big milestone today, and time to give you a little update. So this mission to Ukraine has been very slow, but yet fast paced according to the guys who do R&D. For me, it's never fast enough because during a war, you don't time isn't time, is lives. And this drone that I've been building is how I wanted the fiber drone built originally a year ago. But again, it was important to get proof of concept. We get the kill, prove it, and then Ukraine has made it just amazing since then. But they still have not. It isn't in its simplest version. And so I've had the privilege to take that mission on. So I was fortunate. Some of the homies said, Troy, you got a lot of stuff in your van. And so I've been unloading the van. I've got some shelves getting organized. These are just, we set capability up with teams and small developers all the time. I mean, that's how we get adoption, is by giving people capability and awareness. All these spools right here range from 10 kilometers to 35 kilometers. And they all have one thing in common, except for maybe two. They're broken. And they get broken during infield, and just because the packaging, you never know when you get hit. I mean, our last infield, we were coming in, and it's light skinned vehicle, and CRV, probably 20 years old, and hit a pothole so hard, the airbags blew up. It blew up on my side, right? And so pitch black, 3 a.m., and dust is everywhere. And I go, God, we just got hit. And so, I feel my arms, I move my legs, and I say, okay, I guess we're intact. And then, a second later, it occurs to me, just hit a pothole. But anyways, infield's tough, and we lose a lot of fiber. It is fragile. And so, and this box here is not only the packaging, I'm going to simplify the packaging, but is the design that has been my dream since day one, how I saw the fiber drone. So looks like I've had the privilege to create that. So I'll be sharing that with you later. But the guys gave me some workspace, and since they're in there building a drone to my request, I've been able to just come in here and solder and build and 3D print away and just get all my kit organized and get these guys organized. And it's a privilege. It really is a privilege when you're doing something that is going to make a product potentially 38% more efficient because we're reducing the size and the profile. We're going to give it increased range because there's less resistance, since the fiber drone is going to be reduced in size and weight. And I'm excited about the efficiencies that are about to be unleashed. And of course, as all things I've been doing for the last year, it's going to be given to Ukraine free of charge. But I did get a U.S. patent on it because I don't want to be able to not produce this for my brothers and sisters in arms in the U.S. So guys, Semper Fi. You only have one chance to be on the right side of history, guys. And as much as it kills me to be away from my two children, my sons, if they do not have to step foot in Europe during their lifetime to fight a war, it is worth it. And I do know that history repeats itself. And I will tell you something else. That, if any of you guys are my search and rescue friends, some of us who've had opportunities to save lives and to be directly involved in someone's ability to stay to preserve their life, when you give a team who is fighting for their very existence, Ukrainian military, and you give them fiber capabilities, and they're able to hit targets that have previously been denied to them, and the just feeling that these guys, the excitement, the appreciation, just the possibilities is humbling. And it's got to be a lot. I always compare a lot to 1776 when we were fighting for our independence, and when the French or whoever our allies were, came in at that time and gave us more weapons, supplies, and gave us the ability to go against what people considered impossible odds. And at one point, no one thought Ukraine could beat Russia. We're doing it on a daily basis. We just need kit. We need capability. Hey, I'm going to get my website up, American Made Freedom. I'm going to get a donation page on there. And guys, it's I would love to get some donations to keep pushing this forward for not only Ukraine, but our U.S. effort, my U.S. efforts. So guys, Semper Fi. Appreciate your time.